Something huge is brewing in Sunrise, Florida. Sergei Bobrovsky has won his last 6 starts in a row and put up great numbers. The top 2 lines for the Cats have been wheeling and dealing. The comeback Cats are starting to look like the Cats of old. This team's starting to look dangerous, and other teams are starting to take notice, especially in the Eastern Conference. And with Matthew Tkachuk soon to return any day now, they're only going to get more dangerous. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Panthers Digest. I'm your host, Greg Andrews. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hype up this video. Help me reach 4,000 subs. For those of you who have been commenting and subscribing, thank you so much. If you guys do leave questions, I will answer them as best I can. I'll do some research and stuff. So please, any questions, please put them in the comment section. I will respond. Most of you already know that. So anyways, guys, we're going to talk about Bob and how he's played the last 6 games. We're going to talk about the big 5 guys on those top 2 lines, how they have been playing in the last 6 games. We're going to take a look at the schedule moving forward for the next 5 games. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a gauntlet of teams that are in the playoffs or right in contention for that last wild card spot as we sit in that second wild card position today. So 4 out of these 5 games are must-wins against divisional opponents and opponents in the Eastern Conference that do threaten our spot in the wild card right now. But if we come away with 4 out of 5 wins, we could be in second place in the Atlantic Division, maybe pull out first place. But again, other variables have to be met there with other teams losing, going on some losing streaks, so on and so forth. But the Cats need to win at least 4 out of these 5, or else they might fall out of that last wild card spot. So anyways, guys, let's jump right into this thing right now. So Sergei Bobrovsky has been on a tear. He's won his last 6 starts. He has been great. Yes, he's 16-8-1 on the year, 2.78 goals against average and 889 save percentage, but those 3 shutouts. He got 1 in these last 6 games against the Dallas Stars, who are a great team. On 4 of his last 6 starts, especially the last 4 games, he's beaten solid opponents. Tampa Bay Lightning, you already know the Dallas Stars, and 2 times the Carolina Hurricanes. So, good news for Bob. He's starting to find his stride. The team is starting to click offensively. They've had a couple of defensive miscues, especially on that second night of back-to-backs against St. Louis Blues, but I know they were exhausted from their shootout victory against the Hurricanes the night before. But I'm not creating any excuses for the Cats, but still, second night of a back-to-back, and the game previously went to a shootout. That's going to be a energy grinder right there. So hard game for them. So let's keep moving forward. Here is Bob in his last 6 games. All wins. Yeah, I know there's that fudge number right there against the Columbus Blue Jackets where he had a 5.4 goals against average and an 806 save percentage. But here are the averages in these 6 games. So 6-0-0. He has a 2.58 goals against average, a 905 save percentage. And congratulations to him. He's tied for 8th on the NHL's all-time wins list for goaltending with 445 wins. So Bob has been spectacular. Let's hope we keep seeing this Sergei Bobrovsky that we're all so familiar with. I mean, he has played great in net. He's made some unbelievable saves and made the good saves at the right moments in the game. So if he could keep it up in between the pipes, the Cats are going to be looking good, but they have to deliver offensively. They've got to be efficient there, and they have to be efficient defensively. Obviously, that didn't happen in the St. Louis game, and it was kind of the irony there was that they don't score that many goals. They've had difficulty scoring, but yet they put up they just crushed us in that game. I mean, you could tell we were tired. We were always a step behind, and yeah, unfortunately, it didn't go our way. But hey, I'll go 5-1 in the last 6. That's great. They're, like I said, second spot in the wild card right now. We're going to get into those games coming up in just a moment. So let's keep rolling forward. So Brad Marchand in his last 6 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, plus-minus of +7. By the way, on the season, he has 11 multi-point games. And you can see right here, 3 of them in the last 6 games. He has been nothing short of great, as have Bennett, Verhaeghe, Rhino, and Lundell. We're going to get into all those guys right now. Here is Sam Bennett. A lot of people are like, well, where's Sam Bennett? He's just not showing up. No, he's playing very well. He's showing up. I mean, look at the shots. Against the Carolina Hurricanes, he put up 10 shots. He's shooting the puck. He's giving himself chances. He's trying to make things happen. Yes, he might cough up the puck here and there, but he's trying to do it going through 3 defenders. And he's by himself, usually trying to get over the blue line into their attacking third of the ice. So he's not doing anything wrong. He looks good. He has 4 goals, 2 assists, a +5 rating. +5 plus minus in the last 6 games. He has been good, guys. Let's not discount the fact he is playing solid out there. On that line with Verhaeghe and Marchand, I think it's just going to click even more. And speaking of Verhaeghe, here he is. Again, the numbers might not jump off the page, but he's playing smart hockey. The team is doing very well, especially on the power play. They're getting a little bit better. Penalty kill has looked solid. That first and second power play unit they've been great. They've been getting better. And I said they have to pick up on the power play a little bit better. And I know Paul Maurice lit a fire under their butts in the last game against the Carolina Hurricanes to get them to say, guys, let's get it together. We can win this thing. And man, look at the bounce back in that third period of that game. It was like a night and day difference. They showed up in that third period, dominated every single minute of it. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Sam Reinhart, of course, he's been great. Sorry, Verhaeghe, I'll go back really quick. He's got 2 goals, 3 assists, +5 in the plus-minus category. Let's keep going. Like I said, Sam Reinhart has been outstanding as well. Look at that, 3 assists in that Carolina game. By the way, he has 9 multi-point games on the season. 4, as you can see, in his last 6 games. So he has been nothing short of stellar as well. I love him on that line with Lundell and Luostarinen. It's just been great. Those 2 lines have been fantastic. The third line has been pretty solid too. Fourth line has been pretty solid. Overall, those top 4 lines are all playing better, but the top 2 have been lights out. So Reinhart's got 4 goals, 6 assists, a +3 plus-minus on the season. I already told you his multi-point games. He has shown up. And you could see there, when you look at the power play goals and power play assists, he also has a shorthanded goal in these last 6 games. So he has been dynamite. Anton Lundell. I'm throwing him into this equation because he does have 4 goals and 1 assist and a plus-minus of +2. But the thing I wanted to talk about here is in that first game against the Carolina Hurricanes. That one-on-one, I think it was with Svechnikov, where he was bringing it right to our blue line. We had pulled Bob. This is, I think, with about a minute left in the game, give or take. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I don't remember, but it was right with about a minute left. Svechnikov is bringing the puck up the ice. Lundell is the last man to beat. Nobody's in net. He pokes that puck away and literally saved the game and got back onto the offensive third of the ice. We put one in the net, tied the game, ended up winning the shootout. So he is the star in that game. He has been tremendous defensively. And Svechnikov, believe me, he could shoot that puck in a very, very tight window. If guys right up on him, he can create a tiny bit of space and still put it on net. But Lundell's defense was better than his offense. So amazing job by Anton Lundell. So to give you guys an overall feel of how those 5 guys have played in these last 6 games, well, 18 goals, 18 assists, +22 plus-minus in their last 6 games. Rolling, guys. Just awesome play by this team. That's 36 points in their last 6 games. Unbelievable play. So they've also outscored their opponents in these last 6 games 23-15. I know that number is not like, oh man, it's not like, wow, it's only 8 goals better, but still, it's not about what are the stat lines looking like. It's just about the wins. It's getting the points. That's what we need to take away. And like Nathan Groban said in my interview, the stat lines for goaltenders can be skewed as well as with players. As long as you are winning games, that is what matters. That's so quintessential to say, but it's so true. As long as they're winning games, that's the important thing. He said that when he was a professional goaltender, he was on a team and led them to, I believe it was a championship. I might be misspeaking there, but on that team that year, he had a 4+ goals against average, but he had like a 91% save percentage or a 92% save percentage because he was facing 30 to 40 shots a game. That's why I'm saying, don't let the stats fool you in terms of how a goaltender's efficiency is between the pipes. Bob has been very good. Tarasov has been very good. They're both making saves when it counts, when the team really needs him to stay in the game and not get things out of reach. So anyways, guys, let's keep rolling forward here. The next 5 games are so critical. What you see on the left side there, where it says third, Tampa Bay's third in the Atlantic Division right now with 43 points. Right now, the Cats have 42 points, I believe, or 41 points. I think it's 42. We have 42 points right now. We have second in the wild card, so we're 1 point out of that third place in the Atlantic Division. Washington's got the first wild card spot with 43 points. Then we play Montreal, who's second in our division with 45 points. Then the Winter Classic. New York is right behind us, out of that second wild card spot with 42 points. We are tied. And then we got the big boys, the Colorado Avalanche, who have 61 points, the best in the NHL. Again, they are just steamrolling right now and doesn't look like they're slowing down at all. If we could pull out some sort of a miracle win there, that would be great. But those first 4 games are critical for this Cats team when we get into the month of January, because finish out December strong, play that January 2nd game at the Winter Classic, beat the New York Rangers. If we're able to win those 4 games, put up 8 points on the board, I could easily see us being in second or first place in the Atlantic Division. And then Matthew Tkachuk comes back sometime, I would think, between the 29th to the 2nd. And that's the hard part here. That second night of back-to-backs from Washington to Montreal is going to be a test. Every one of these games will be. They're so gigantic to where we could be in the standings, especially as we're heading into the halfway point of the season. So these are the current standings. The numbers I wrote are when we are playing them. So first, the Lightning. Second, the Capitals. Third, the Canadiens. And then fourth on that list, we'll be playing the Rangers in the Winter Classic. You see where all the points are. Yeah, 42 points we have. So we have to make sure we stay on top of our game, and they play Cats hockey. Aggressive on the back check. Like I keep saying, they've got to pinch in those corners, get the puck out of there. Defense leading to offense like they've done so many times in the past 3 seasons. They have to keep doing that. Keep the penalty kill. Got to be strong on that. They've been dynamite. Dynamite. Their power play has to be kicked up just a little bit more. I mean, they have to try to get at least 33% of those goals going in on the power play. So 1 for every 3. If they're able to get 1 goal a game, they're going to be playing great hockey. That special teams has to be really good in this 5-game span. We cannot commit stupid penalties. It has happened. I know high sticking, stuff like that happens. You know, it's hard to control your stick as much as people think, but I'm excited about this Cats team. They have so much going on this week and next week, a lot to play for. A lot of things are on the line, but we're only going to be halfway through the season when we get to January 2nd for the Winter Classic. But all of those first 4 games are critical for this team to win. Hopefully they could ride all of the momentum for the last 16 games where they are 5-1 and just bring it right over into these next 5 games. I told you guys this is a very tough December. It has been a good December for them. Let's finish it off strong, carry it over into the new year. Matthew Tkachuk will be back. They're just going to get more dangerous. They've been getting more dangerous, and I know teams are starting to take notice, especially the Carolina Hurricanes, who coughed up two big-time leads where it looked like they were going to win the game, and the Cats just came back and handed it to them. Great goaltending, great offensive production, smart defensive play, great special teams. So I'm excited for this, guys. I hope all of you are. So again, a lot is happening the next couple of weeks. A lot of things to be excited about. Let's hope the Cats can go at least 4-1 in these next 5. Heck, if they can win all 5, even better. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, hype this video up, help me reach those 4,000 subscribers. Again, leave your comments and questions down below in the comments section, and I will get back to you guys. Exciting week. Get ready. Tomorrow night, Tampa Bay, Florida, the battle for the state of Florida. It's going to be a big one, guys. So, hope you get your tickets ready, wear your red, cheer loud and proud, and go Cats.